Hey, what's going on, guys? Oink here. I got you some Battlefield 3 beta gameplay, of course. The beta is now out. I've been playing it on both PC and PS3. This particular gameplay is from PC. Just in case any of you guys were thinking of commenting, my computer is pretty high spec. I'm running this on ultra settings. With fraps going at the same time, so and it's pretty much perfectly smooth. All of the jittery bits that you will see occasionally is just because the servers have got a few issues, and it is beta, of course, so it's not entirely ironed out. But other than that, it's running very nicely. Looks beautiful in ultra. And pick up my first kill of the game right there on that guy who is looking in the wrong direction. What I thought I'd do is kind of talk about this particular gameplay as I go through, how I like to play the map, and also talk about my thoughts and feelings towards the map and the game in general as it's in beta now. So, when we first start off in this map, it's definitely, attacking wise, my preference to head for B first. And I like to, sprint straight up to those rocks. If you just run full pelt, you can usually get there before the defenders. And I usually just set up there and pick off a few guys, as I did just there. And then either a teammate or myself go and get a plant in there. And in that situation, I managed to get the plant in. And I actually got taken out. But fortunately, my teammates managed to come in behind me and destroy that guy as his blood gets sprayed all over the back of that wall, which is beautiful. Many of you will know that you can spawn on teammates. I wasn't actually playing with anyone that I knew, but I was in a squad of about 3 or 4 throughout the match. And having taken B, it's a good idea, although it's the obvious route, just to go straight down the left and through this open area here onto A. It's also a good idea to have a couple people maybe or yourself flank round to the right, and just flank them, keep them distracted. If you're being shot on your, say you're defending and you know that they're going for A, you're going to be facing A, and if you're having people shooting at your side, that's just a right pain in the ass. So it's a good idea to have that, and you can see we got a couple of our team actually over the other side of the bridge there, just causing a nuisance, and I mess up the controls here. This is just an early game I was playing today, first time on PC. But yes, I've been having a few issues actually, because I tried to play the other map, which is I don't remember what the name is, but yeah, it was being a bit weird, and I was getting some serious slowdown. But I will try and get you guys some gameplay from that other map, which is PC only. But other than that, I definitely will have at least a couple gameplays from this Operation Metro map, and I'll do my best to get some gameplay from the other one. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, again, for this second base, it is my preference to go for the B, and you can see there, I'm just typing on the chat there, push for B, and it's funny because some of you may know that I was in the alpha for this, so I've already had a fair amount of experience with this map. And they have changed a few things around. The bomb sites are in different positions. That first one is much easier for the attacks. In fact, in general, it's much easier. I didn't win a single round when we were playing. No, not a single round. I didn't actually win a game attacking at all in the entire alpha. And no one ever beat me when I was defending. So that just goes to show how much easier it was to defend, and I've won almost every single game that I've attacked in, if not every single game. So you can see, and defending, as long as you've got a strong team, you can hold it. So I think they've made it much better. But again, for this second base, you head into the metro, and it's a lot darker. It might be wise to bring a flashlight in on your gun here. Laser sights I would not advise in the dark, because it's so easy to see when it's like sort of in low level lighting, and it just basically shows where you are, and that's not particularly useful. But the flashlight is cool. You can turn it on and off, so it might be useful just to pop it on the bottom of your gun. and as you enter a little room like that, just turn it on, and then if you look at someone, it like shines in their eyes and it blinds them, which is actually quite nice. And I stupidly stay in the line of fire of this sniper for a little too long, and he does pick me off here. Best tactics around in this metro: use the trains to maximum effect, dodge in and out, come down the outside of trains, try and get into nice flanking positions, come behind your enemy as much as possible. That's what you want to be aiming to do for the most part. And you'll see that I keep trying this sort of frontal attack on B, which isn't actually particularly the best idea. What ends up happening is I spawn on a squad mate who's run straight down the middle. There's a few rooms that you can sort of take that go straight through the middle, and I spawn and then flank across onto B, and that works out first time. So definitely mix up your routes. A is a little trickier, and also I find once you take B, the opposition actually gets pushed back so far. I mean, at this point they're quite far up, and you'll see once we take B, they don't even bother coming this far up, and it's much easier just to push on and secure that second objective there. Get taken out by the UMP. I'm pretty sure that's a fairly high level gun, because I only got killed by that once or twice. And I haven't actually seen it much at all at the moment, and as far as I know, it wasn't in the alpha. I can't say for sure because it's been a while, but yeah, I haven't given that a try. I'd be interested to see. I've mainly been using the assault and the engineer classes. Now the engineer is not particularly useful in that you can't actually repair anything because there's no vehicles in this map. But there's a lot of points in which the rocket launcher is really useful to clear out a little room or whatnot, and the submachine gun is actually extremely powerful in these tight little confined areas. So I tend to sort of stick with the first and last areas with an assault rifle, and the second and third ones with the submachine gun. Well, I say submachine gun, this is actually the M4A1, which isn't technically a submachine gun, but it's got that faster rate of fire, slightly reduced damage in comparison to the M16. So you may have noticed, actually you won't because I'm skipping the parts where I'm dead, but yeah, I switch from the M16, which is what I'm using at the start, to this M4 as we come inside, and I feel like that gives a slight upper hand. This is a nice point actually. Once you've taken B, you can come upstairs here. Not many of the enemy will come up here, only because it doesn't really help them coming up here. So most of the ones that you do, you can pick off fairly easily, and then you can either come down right or down left. And I make the mistake of coming down right because that is where they spawn from. If you come left, you appear literally just outside the door where the bomb site is, and you can just pop in and get the second plant there. But you got to watch out. It's in a little toilet cubicle, I think it is. A lot of people just sit in the cubicles and wait for you to come in. So do chuck a grenade in there, clear them out, and then move on in. And unfortunately, I get revived there, which was unfortunate because I spawned right on the bomb site and there were so many guys just outside. Oh, I was playing, this is so annoying, I was playing PS3, and this is literally my first game, my first full game with a mate. Unfortunately, the party system, the sort of squad system, is bugging up massively, like seriously messed up at the moment. And whenever you join games, it just splits your party up and all sorts of irritating things, and the mics stop working, and I don't know, it's just really frustrating. So I was playing just last night shortly with a mate of mine, Sir Cliffy, and we were on Skype, and we got put on separate teams, and we're like, you know what, let's just play it anyway. I ended that game something like, I think it was 58-17, and I managed to plant about 3 or 4 of the bombs, and we won it on the attack. And it was, oh my god, it was a ridiculous game. Like, I was just rushing in there, taking out so many guys. I mean, 50 kills in a rush game which you win is not bad at all, and it was it was ridiculous, and I wasn't recording it, and I was just really frustrated. But yeah, I've been doing pretty well on the whole, and this game was all right. I died a few times. But like I said, I've been editing out the deaths, so it's a little more fast-paced for you. You're not having to sit around watching me dead a few times, at least. And like I said, this is from PC. I do have another sort of pretty nice gameplay where we literally just ran through the opposition. I think this game's going to end up about 16 minutes, 15 minutes. We managed to get it done in about 9 minutes, which was pretty sweet. And that was actually when we were on the same team, me and Sir Cliffy. So yeah, teamwork definitely gives you, a pretty huge advantage. Most of these bugs from the beta, I'm really hoping, I'm sure they'll do a fine job of the day one patch, but I'm really hoping. Sorry about that, just yawning. I'm really hoping that it's all sorted out, because although I'm sure a lot of it will be sorted out, it seems quite possible that there will be some bugs when it comes out, and again, I'm sure that they will fix that, but I'm hoping it will be, the squads will be playable, because at the moment, at least on console, I haven't actually played with anyone on PC yet, because most of my mates do play PS3, but like I said, I haven't actually tried the squads on PC, but on PS3 at the moment, it's really unplayable to, in squads. The game is fine, the game is absolutely fine, and it looks fucking amazing for a PS3 game. So I'm no complaints in that respect. It's a little more buggy, a little more sort of, you get some freezes and stuff, which is quite frustrating. But the squad system really is pretty terrible at the moment, to be quite honest. So I'm hoping that maybe there might even be a beta patch to fix that. I mean, a lot of people do, a lot of developers do beta patches to make the beta a little better, to get that continued feedback. But we'll see how that goes. Like I said, there'll probably be a few gameplays from this map. Hopefully I'll get some from that second map, which I can't remember the name of, but it's got vehicles and all sorts of madness. I'll tell you one thing, actually, I went on, I took ages trying to get onto a server because they're super busy and there's not as many of them, and eventually I got onto one, and like 5 of my team were just waiting in the airspace thingy, what do you call it, like the landing zone, waiting for a jet to spawn so they could just fly the jets. And I was watching a Next Gen Tactics video actually, and then they had I think it was Spiderbite had a similar problem where he's saying a lot of players are just trying to get on the jets, and obviously it's good fun to play those, but it's when people are not actually playing the game, they're just sitting there and racing for the jet, and that's all they're doing. It's a little annoying. But like I said, I couldn't play it. It was just really laggy, and I don't know. I'm not sure why it was happening. Hopefully it was just the server. Again, I'll try again later and see if I can get a match on that. And some more on PS3, of course, on this map. Now this is the final objective, and you come back out of the metro. This is actually quite a tricky one because both of the bomb sites are quite exposed. This A bomb site you actually have to shoot your way into here, and although it doesn't seem exposed, there's actually windows that face onto their spawn. Like their spawn is across the street and in that massive building there. They can just shoot RPGs straight into the window there, which is a bit frustrating. But we can set up. This is a really nice spot. You'll see in the other PS3 gameplay that I'll probably be posting next. I get upstairs in this little room here. Actually, it was horrible right here on both of those occasions. But there's, I must have went on a 5 or 6 kill streak up there in the other gameplay. Maybe not, I don't know. Or maybe it was in the one that I wasn't recording. I can't remember. But that upstairs area can be very powerful if you get yourself an M16 or an LMG perhaps. Let this guy take the bait and get a double kill of these 3. Someone managed to kill the guy behind the middle one, and don't quite know how that happened, but I got the first and third, and the middle guy survived. Again, not sure how that happened. Yeah, B is actually behind a bus, I think, or yeah, somewhere around a bus, which is really close to their spawn. You have to have proper push to get that one. If you get the plant down, it's usually going to happen because you can just throw grenades at the bomb site. But it's a hard one to get to because you actually have to step out onto the road, which is really exposed. Again, if you can see there on the right hand side, there's that big doorway thing. That's their spawn. And get that guy camping the bomb site, motherfucker. and yeah, they can literally just run down the steps and they can see me. Oh, sorry, I've just woken up actually. I woke up, jumped on Battlefield, and then I'm doing this commentary, and I'm gonna go to school for a couple hours, and then I'm gonna come back and play more Battlefield. Yay! That's my day sorted out. Looking forward to the weekend of more Battlefield. No, I'm actually working over the weekend, so I probably won't be able to play that much. Anyway, those of you who haven't got this yet, I recommend it. It's on all 3 platforms. For PS3 and Xbox, you just literally download it off the store, the Xbox Live Marketplace. I have no idea what it's called. For PC, if you wanted to get it on PC, you can go on Origin, or you can just go on the EA website and then go on Origin and download it on there. And you know, have a look at Battlelog, no matter which console you're on, because they got some wicked stuff on there for sure. You guys definitely should check that out. Anyway, there it is. We won the game. I topped my team, I believe. I'll show the scoreboard again in a second. This is the sort of unlock screen, so it shows you all the badges you got. You know, if you know any weapons or attachments, you know, or even those, that you see that sprint thing, that's like a bonus you can have, makes you sprint longer, you can get more ammo, etc, etc. Final score was I think 31 and 16, and I think I planted 4 or 3 and 2 of them exploded, so not bad. Hope you enjoyed this little game, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.